All right, so I'm going to do one more video here on these boys who have now seen our vet. We have a couple of updates, and they're starting to settle in and wander around, as you can see. Great pair of cats, real talkers, great voices, very people-oriented, very much the type of cats that need tons of cuddling and kissing and holding and loving. They're sad, understandably sad. They are a lovely pair of older cats, so there's no getting away from the fact that they're 15 going on 16. We have their original information. Oh, you got a hairball or something there, bud? You all right? So at the vet yesterday, so this is Koko. And Koko has seen two different vets. He's got a very mild case of some erosion on his canines, and the first vet thought, you know, we really should get those teeth out. A couple of extractions were needed, but given his age, he's kind of skinny, and really the condition of the teeth, which aren't all that bad, we've decided that really a dental would just be pushing our luck. Also, he did show with a grade 3 heart murmur and a gallop. We did a test to see if he had heart disease. That was negative. There's a blood test that you can run to check on that, and that was negative. So the vet feels for him at this point, the best thing to do is to get him into a home, get him settled, see how he does, get a little weight on him, and then kind of do a recheck at some point in the future. She did not feel that rushing him off to a cardiologist or anything at this point in time really was needed. So he is starting to eat more for us. He has a history throughout the years. We have medical records from the beginning, a history throughout the years of some constipation, but that's not happening here. We've got him on a Royal Canin high fiber gastro food. That's magic food. Makes them poop. Keeps their stools bulked up. So that's working really, really well. And last night, for the first time, he showed a tiny bit of interest in some wet food. So I'm just super excited and hopeful that maybe we could get him going with some wet food. And I'm continuing to try a bunch of different flavors and brands, because wet food would just add some weight to him, as well as keep him hydrated, as well as keep those stools soft. So all good reasons. I'm delighted to see these boys starting to walk around and interact. They're very bonded with each other. And let's go over here now to Mr. Bandit, who's a little bit of a bum, but he walks around and interacts too, as you've seen in previous videos. Doing great. No concerns really on his vet exam. Everything was solid. Heart and lungs sounded fine. Could lose a little weight. Eyes a little crusty and weepy on both these cats. That's a lot of the kind of wedgy faces have that. You're going to notice it more on Koko because of the lighter fur than you are on Bandit. But a little, you know, wet tissue in the morning is all you need for that. They're great in the litter box. They're great interacting with you. Very easy to get to purr. You see in the other video them interacting with Cece, an older cat we have here. So I don't see that they have to be by themselves in any way, shape, or form. But here's what they're not going to want. They're not going to want young, rambunctious cats bouncing on them. So no kittens, no really active cat households. They have met our dog, who is pretty bouncy, and they just watched with great interest. So I actually think dogs would be fine, but again, no dogs, of course, that are going to chase or bark or yell at them. These cats are best suited for a quieter household, someone who can dote on them, give them lots of love and attention, wants lots of lap time with their cats. There could be a other cat or cats in that house, I think, but they don't want to be crowded in their space. They don't want to be infringed upon, if you will, by other animals in a small space. So you have to have enough square footage per cat. Mostly they want people. I mean, these cats are really sad. Lived with a devoted couple for 15 years that just adored them, and then both of those owners passed away within a short period of time. So these cats are really grieving at this point of their life. Early kidney compromise, you know, to be realistic, they're going on 16. I don't know, you could have up to 20 maybe with them. I mean, it just depends. So we're working on finding some kidney foods, other dry foods that they'll eat in order to kind of mix in with that high fiber food, and finding some wet food that this guy in particular will eat, Coco, and finding a home, because the longer they're here, it's just not ideal. I mean, it's okay, but they don't get as much people attention as they need. So they really need some loving and kissing and lap time, petting and brushing and you know, all that good stuff. And I hope somebody's out there to provide that soon.